So what did you think about what we done the first time?
Yeah, good. I was trying to do the jaw thing.
Oh yeah.
For the first couple of days, you know, like when I was just sat in the car, like.
Yeah.
But I definitely had like a bit of a different mindset, I think. Like I was kind of being a bit more positive to myself when I was just thinking about certain things. I've not really thought about the event very much, to be honest.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, because I think that's part of my problem is I've pre-anticipate. I've got this coming. Oh my god, it's getting closer. It's getting closer.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely like less focused on it, so I think that's good.
So it's what initially comes up for you when you think about kind of having to do that?
Probably more excitement now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
it. It's like going to be a really good opportunity to meet and push myself as well, like because I'm very avoidant to stuff like that, and like actually now I feel like no, just bloody do it.
Now that you're in this position where you can actually think about it and not get filled with fear, because that was initially what was happening, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now you're kind of past that. It's okay, so what is it going to be like? What am I going to be like? How what's that going to look like? Sound like? What is it going to feel like?
Yeah.
Because all we fear is the unknown. We don't know what it's going to be like. We don't know what's going to happen. So we immediately go to worst case scenario, because you know your brain wants to keep you safe, right? So it's like you're going to die. Don't do it.
Yeah.
You know, don't do it. You're going to die. But when we start telling ourselves, or training rather than training ourselves of what it's going to be like, you're giving your brain the right information.
Yeah.
Just like how you would practice a skill. So whether it's practicing playing the piano or practicing a skill at work, the first time you do it, it's a bit unknown, you're unsure, so there's all the anxieties that come about with it. Yeah. It's the same with anything like emotional, how we want to behave in a certain situation.
Yeah.
We just have to train ourselves up. And you're recreating the feeling that you want, that feeling of confidence. What it kind of looks like, what it sounds like. I always say people never get too attached to that because that is the unknown.
Yeah.
You know, and if you go then it's like, well, I imagine red curtains and the blue. You know, that you can't let that throw you off because, you know, come on, there's still curtains, right?
Yeah,
you know, there's still a room full of people, there's still tables, there's still sounds of clinking glasses, whatever it is. But it's, what is the feeling that you want to have more of?
Yeah.
So, before we dive into that though, I want to just really kind of go in at that level of, oh shit, I don't like that feeling. Like that one that we kind of picked up on a little bit before, and I know we did some work around that, but we really just want to tidy that up.
Right, okay.
And make sure. I want you to think of that worst case scenario and that feeling that comes up for you.
Yeah. And
get a sense of it. And just, whereabouts do you feel it? As soon as you think about it, whereabouts do you feel it?
My stomach.
Yeah. What's it like?
It's like that like sticky feeling. You know, like, oh God, like that nervous, like, shit feeling. Do you know what I mean? Like where it's like your stomach's doing knots kind of thing.
Yeah, like turning over in knots.
Yeah.
So that feeling, now when I ask you these questions, just go with first impression. Right?
Yeah.
Whatever comes up. You don't have to tell me what it is, but kind of just get a sense of it. So that feeling, 0 to 10, 10 being the worst, 0 being nothing at all. When you think about that feeling, what can you get it to?
So is this like before, is this if I've messed up? Or is this before?
Oh, well, come on. How many scenarios are we taking?
I don't know. So is this worst case scenario?
Yeah. What is that problem? What is the reason why we're doing this? That feeling.
Right, okay, yeah. Like a 6 or a 7?
Which
maybe?
one? Think.
7?
A 7, yeah. Okay, so pretty strong.
Yeah.
Now that feeling, how familiar is that feeling?
More recently, I would say not as often or familiar because I don't do anything really that puts me in those positions, but previously...
You felt it before?
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Loads of times going to work thinking, oh my God, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. So I'd be like, you know.
Yeah. So when was the first time that you can remember feeling that feeling? It might not be the first time it ever happened, but rather the first time you can remember feeling that feeling now.
Probably when I first qualified and I was working on the wards and I had to do the big MDT meeting.
Yeah, so how vivid is that memory?
Quite, I can remember it, like,
Yeah.
like who was there and
So that
even
memory,
what I was wearing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that memory, I want you to try and hold that memory right at the front of your mind all the while that we do this, alright?
Right, okay.
It's a little bit different to what we've done last week. I've really prepped you for what I'm doing. I'm just diving straight in because I know time wise.
Yeah.
So all I want you to do is to focus on my fingers.
Okay.
And where these fingers go, you're going to follow, but with your eyes only. Okay?
Right,
You're going to
okay.
keep your head nice and still, body nice and relaxed, and you're just going to follow those fingers.
Yeah.
And try and hold that memory right at the front of your mind all the while that we do this. If it fades, just try and bring it back. That's right. Good. You're doing great. Keep that head nice and still. Breathe. Take a breath. Relax. Good. And if that memory fades, just try and pull it back. That's it. Keep that head nice and still. Good. That's it. Good. You're doing great. Good. Relax those shoulders. Just moving those eyes. That's it. And if just allow any memories to move around, the logic of which makes no sense at all. Good. That's it. Good. That's it. And if that memory fades, just try and bring it back. Good. Good, you're doing really well. Just a little bit there. Good. And if it fades, try and bring it back. Good. We'll pause in a minute, give your eyeballs a break. Because you just did not know you were getting an eyeball.
No.
Today, did you? Good. If it fades, try and bring it back. Okay. And we'll pause there. Good. Alright, well done. So, let me ask you then, Billy, when you try and access that memory now, what comes up for you?
I would say more so who was there.
So a bit more detail.
No, I would say less actually.
Oh, less, okay. Mm-hmm.
Like the first initial thought would be before
Yeah.
was me being there nervous.
Okay, yeah.
But now, I don't know, maybe I'm not thinking of that exact, like me, more of like, oh, who's in the room?
Yeah, so, wider perspective of it then.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. So when you try and access that feeling now, what comes up for you?
I don't really know, to be honest. Like, I kind of really feel much.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what words to use to describe it, do you know what I mean?
So, so it was a 7 before. When you try and access it, what is it like now?
Maybe a 5?
Yeah, so it's come down. Not as intense,
Yeah.
not as noticeable. Yeah, so that feeling that's a 5, what's that feeling like?
Honestly, I feel like I don't know what to say really.
That's okay, good. Alright.
It's not, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, am I putting myself back into that memory and how I felt at that time, and that's the, or like now?
What happens when you try and access that memory?
It's just a bit blocked now, I
Okay.
think. I don't know, it's weird, I feel a bit like, I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Is that right?
This is good.
Good, I mean, yeah, not
This
right.
is this is good. Yeah.
Right.
So, you know, like that specific memory was a specific imprint for you in somewhere,
Yeah.
but it was only honed in on one specific piece of the information.
Yeah.
Now you've got the whole picture. It's not so bad.
Yeah, yeah.
So the emotion that's linked to it changes.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Is that the EDMR stuff?
IEMT.
IEMT, right.
Yeah. So put your feet flat on the floor. Nice deep breath in. Close those eyes and down as you breathe on out. And just begin to allow yourself to relax. I know we don't have a lot of time, but it's very easy to relax very quickly. And you know this because last time I taught you about just relaxing that jaw. And the moment you begin to just relax that jaw, even just slightly, you can just allow yourself to begin to relax almost immediately. And it doesn't matter if you go really deeply relaxed or lightly relaxed. Either way, all we want to happen is for you to turn your attention inwards. To turn your attention inwards and just to become aware of your breathing, become aware of your body seated on that chair, even becoming aware of the feeling of your hands resting on those legs. That's right. And now all I want you to do is to become aware of that feeling of confidence that you want to have more of. And just like we did last time, when you could remember that time and place when you felt confident, this time what we're going to do is I want you to imagine that there you are already being confident in that situation where you want to have confidence. So that time in the future, I want you to begin to imagine some kind of representation of you being confident in that environment. And as you've got like some kind of sense of that, whether you see that, whether you hear that, whether you feel that, just allow those eyes to open and then close back down. And whenever you do that, just go deeper into the experience. And as you've got a sense of that version of you already being confident in some way, shape or form, I want you to really notice what it looks like. What that version of you who's already being confident looks like. As if you can really zoom in on them, observe their body language, their facial expressions, their gestures. Really hone in on that now. And just briefly describe to me what that looks like for you. What do you notice about that so far?
My body posture is relaxed. I am smiling, saying hi to everybody, the microphone in my hand, not stuttering my words, just flowing, and just kind of being myself.
And let me ask you, what are those things that you're saying to yourself in your own mind in that moment, in that environment now?
You're doing amazing. This is amazing.
Yeah.
So happy to be here. Those kind of things.
Yeah, nice. And now I want you to become aware of the feelings in that environment. What does it feel like in that confident moment? Where do you get that sense of that feeling? How do you know that it's there? Describe the feeling. What's it like?
Almost like ooh kind of thing in my body. It's not a specific place, but I would say more like upper body, like you know, like I just want to be like woo.
Yeah, nice. And let me ask you, what are those sounds around you? What are the things that you can hear around you? What are some of those sounds like?
I can't hear much, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. Yeah, sound doesn't always have to be part of it. That's okay. What about the sound of your own voice? What's that like?
It's me, you know, excited but professional at the same time. Just kind of being like, I sound like me. I'm saying the right thing or the thing that I intended to say, without it kind of going wrong and me stumbling over myself.
Nice. Good. Well, just notice what you can notice about that scene, that environment, that version of you who's already doing confidence in just the way that's right for you. And then when you've noticed what you can notice, I want you to take a nice deep breath in, open those eyes, close them back down. And then this time, when you do that, I want you to make that scene, that environment, even better than before. So make it the colours even brighter. Make the feelings even bigger. Intensify it in whatever way is right for you. Make that scene the best it could possibly be. And this time, as you make it the best it can possibly be, and you feel those feelings increasing and getting bigger, when those feelings get to the point of the best they can possibly be, I want you to take a finger and thumb of either hand and squeeze that finger and thumb down. Just before that feeling gets to that highest point, squeeze that finger and thumb. That's right. Breathe into that sensation. Let it fill you up like water fills up a bottle. And then just release those fingers, release that feeling. Open those eyes. What did you have for your breakfast this morning?
A Rocky Road bar.
A Rocky Road bar.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Deep breath in. Close those eyes. And this time go back to that same scene, only this time you're going to make it even better. You're going to make the colours even brighter. The picture even more clearer, more crisp. The sounds more clear. In fact, add in some of your favourite sounds. Perhaps the sound of nature, your favourite songs, cheering, clapping, whatever that is for you. Just try it out, see what it's like, and make the feelings even better. Let those feelings ramp up even higher. Let them increase. And as they get higher, as they build and increase and get higher and higher, just like turning up that dimmer switch in a light, we're turning the brightness all the way up. Squeeze that same finger and thumb as it gets up there higher and higher, and breathe into that sensation now. And release those fingers, relax, let those eyes open. When's your birthday?
8th of August.
8th of August?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you know what time of day you were born? Morning or night?
I think it was 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, as if you know that. Alright, nice deep breath in, close those eyes back down. And again, go immediately back into that scene. You got it? Yeah. And then this time, you're going to make it even better. Better than even you thought was possible. Better than before. You're going to intensify the colours. You're going to increase the sounds. You're going to improve them. Perhaps even the sound of your own voice. The tone, the pitch, the volume. You're going to increase it and make it all better. The best it could possibly be. And when you've made those improvements, you're going to turn up that feeling of confidence. You're going to turn up that sensation on your body. You're going to really feel it from the tips of your toes all the way to the top of your head. And as that feeling increases, just before it gets to the peak, the best it could possibly be, you're going to squeeze that same finger and thumb and allow that feeling to spread over your entire body in your own time now. That's right. Breathe into that sensation. Let it sweep all over you entirely from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. In fact, put a double coat of paint on. Layer it up. Squeeze into that feeling. And just like squeezing that finger and thumb, it's like almost like an electric circuit, connecting that electricity, having that feeling pumping around your body. And just release, relax. Allow those eyes to open. What colour is the back door at your house?
Black.
You sure?
Grey.
Grey, okay. Close your eyes back down. Okay, now what I want you to do is I just want you to get a sense of that event, or perhaps it's that one, perhaps it's something else that's coming up where you just want to be confident in that moment. And I want you to allow the scene to play through as if there you are, going through that event, going through that scene now. And I want you to decide at which point you need to turn on this confidence and to feel that feeling of confidence. Now, as you go through, you can squeeze that finger and thumb to turn on that confidence, or you can just allow and decide yourself to feel that feeling because you've decided. You have control. This is completely organic. This is nothing new. This is who you are. So as you go through that scenario now, you decide when you need this confidence, this ability, this capability available to you. And choose the moment and just let that scene play through, noticing what it's like now in this confident state. Notice how it changes and transforms and enriches and enhances the situation. That's right. Feel that feeling wash over you as you go through that scene, feeling fine, feeling good, feeling confident, calm and relaxed. And when you've noticed that and done that for yourself, release those fingers, open those eyes. Whenever you're ready, that's right. And just tell me briefly, what did you notice about that? What was it like for you?
I just felt like I was able to like compose myself.
Yeah.
And manage those, like, the negative emotions that I don't want to feel.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's kind of like, it felt like, oh, it's like a safety thing.
Yeah, nice.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Like reset.
Yes,
yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
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 So what we want to do then to strengthen that muscle is actually put it into practice in other areas as well.
Mm-hmm.
So a nice deep breath in again. Breathe on out. Let those eyes close down. And just become aware of a time and a place in the future perhaps where you might also want to use this skill of just being calm and composed. Of just being able to reset. And it doesn't matter what it is. Just allow whatever comes to mind, come to mind. You got something? You don't have to tell me what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perfect. And now I want you to allow that scene to play out. And you decide at which point in time where you want to use that confidence, where you want to reset, where you want to feel calm and composed. And whenever that is for you, just squeeze that same finger and thumb. Notice how it transforms and enriches and enhances the situation for you. Notice what's different now as you go through that scene with this confidence fully available to you. Notice what's different. Notice how transferable of a skill it is that it can be used in all kinds of situations. And when you notice what you can notice, release those fingers and open your eyes. What was that like? Good? Yeah. And how did it make things different?
I feel like what I noticed in that particular one was I just immediately like opened my back and stood up kind of thing a bit, so it was a bit more like
Change
posture. Yeah.
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 And the slightest little difference can make a huge difference, right?
Yeah.
Remember what I taught you last week about your posture?
Yeah.
Creates a different whole way of thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Okay. That way of doing things is a skill, and just like any skill, it has to be developed and practiced. Yeah. It's like a muscle, the more you use it, the stronger it gets. So it's like if we take your arm and hold it out like this and squeeze your right hand into a nice tight fist, squeeze it really hard. And then in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and with each and every number that I say, I want you to let this arm to grow stronger and stronger, just like stiff and rigid, like a steel bar. So take a nice deep breath in, close those eyes on down, and just begin to imagine this arm growing stronger and stronger, stiff and rigid, like a steel bar. There's 1, that shoulder, that joint there locking out, that arm growing stiff and rigid like a steel bar. There's 2, the elbow straightening, stiffening, that's right, growing stiff and rigid like a steel bar. And 3, your wrist locking out, that's it, stiff and rigid like a steel bar. Good, that's it. So that even if I was to press down on that arm, it would just spring right back into the same position. That's right, good, you're already doing it. And this wrist completely squeezing tight, sending all of that energy all the way up the arm, getting stiff and rigid like a steel bar. There's 4 and 5. Even if you were to try and bend that arm, it would just get even stronger. Try it and it just gets even stronger. In fact, open those eyes and look at that arm and it gets even stronger. Try it and it just gets even stronger. Now take this moment now to decide what it means for you to break free from that old fear of that anxiety, because the minute you do, notice how easy that arm can just bend and lower down gently and slowly and relaxing back into its original
Yeah.
position. There you go.
I'll give myself imprints on my nails.